Well, it's a great afternoon for World Series baseball. Welcome to Lexington, South Carolina. The opening rounds here today of Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. We're watching the AAA division, and we welcome all our viewers and listeners from Virginia and Georgia. This ball game here, again, is a first-round game, and the winners and losers will play tomorrow. The Georgia team from Troup County is the home team. Virginia will bat first. They are from Appomattox. Georgia out in the field now and taking a look at how they line up on defense. On the mound is Trey Cook, and he will begin taking his warm-up pitches. Behind the plate is Cole Garner. And then across the infield over at first base is Ty Metters. Devin Murphy is your second baseman. Colton Esposito at short. Over at third, it's Trevor Booten. And left field, C.J. Stevens. Over in center, T.J. Wilkerson. And in right field, Jesse Swan. And so the AAA division, boys 10 and under. We have a winner in Game 1 on this field. The team from Florida defeated South Carolina 7-5. Came back in the last inning to do that. As you're watching Trey Cook, the lefty, take his warm-up pitches. Leadoff hitter for the Virginia team will be Logan Gallier. And Connor Scruggs, the shortstop, will bat second. Gallier, by the way, is the pitcher. And batting third is Hunter Garrett, the first baseman. Cleanup hitter is Alex Caruso, the third baseman. And so in AAA baseball, we bat all 12 players the first time around, and then just the folks that are playing in the field the next consecutive times around. Lexington, just outside Columbia, South Carolina, second year in a row that the Dixie World Series in these divisions are being held right here. There are 6 fields, all with games on them right now, and we have 36 teams total. There'll be 3 winners come Thursday. And teams representing 11 states here in Lexington. Time to play ball. Logan Gallier is the leadoff hitter. Here comes the pitch from Trey Cook. Right across the plate on the fastball. No balls, 1 strike. Georgia manager is Danny Swan, assisted by Ricky Cook and Chip Metters. Swing and a miss, strike 2. On the Virginia side, the manager is Chris Dillon. His assistant coaches are Davey Hackett and Michael Garrett. Foul ball. Back to the screen, and Trey Cook very accurate on the first 3 pitches of today's ball game. Mark Zona, JockJive Sports, bringing you streamed versions of all the ball games here. Grounder to third, across the diamond, long throw. And it's Trevor Booten all the way over to Ty Metters. And 1 away. So 5-3 on the first out. Connor Scruggs, the shortstop. Cook's pitch just off the outside corner. And this time he paints the outside corner. Fastball for strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Off the screen and moving quickly here. Trey Cook gets the ball and fires it pretty quickly. One ball, 2 strikes. Georgia out in the field. The curveball, foul tip. One down, just underway. Another curveball, swing and a miss. Trey Cook chalks up the strikeout. Hunter Garrett, the first baseman, is up next. Cook delivers. It's a chopper to shortstop. Ball gloved by Colton Esposito over to Ty Metters, and 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across For Virginia, top of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, a half inning in the books. Just underway, Georgia coming to bat. No score. So we're here in Lexington, opening round here on Saturday of the Dixie Youth Baseball AAA World Series. On the other fields here, the Ozone World Series as well as the majors. AAA are boys 10 and under. Earlier today, the host team Lexington defeated Tennessee and Florida over South Carolina. They will meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. This game, Virginia and Georgia, the winners will look at the winner from Mississippi and Texas, which is going on a different field as we play this one, and we'll give you scores as they become available. That game tomorrow also an 8 o'clock in the evening ball game. So the team for Virginia, Logan Gallier on the mound, Landon Owen is the catcher, Hunter Garrett's over at first, Nate Dillon, he is at second base. Shortstop is Connor Scruggs, Alex Caruso, the third baseman. Around the outfield, left field, Peyton Smith, Matt Vine in center, and Mannix Wilhoit plays right field. Loser of this ball game will play tomorrow. They will play the team from South Carolina that lost the first game, and that'll be an elimination game as they play tomorrow at 5:45 in the evening. So here comes Georgia, bottom of the first inning. It's Jesse Swan, the right fielder, in the leadoff spot, swings at a pitch a bit outside, fouls it off the first base side. Curveball, lazy curve, swing and a miss. And quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. This one outside, but swing and a miss. Nice pitch just off the plate. Caught him reaching. So the strikeout. And now Colton Esposito, the shortstop, steps in. Fastball called for a strike. Logan Gallier with good pace on the fastball. Here he goes from the wind, takes a bunch off that one. Called strike 2. 0-2. Devin Murphy on deck, the second baseman. Both teams here just underway in game 1. Chopper to short and right through his legs. That'll be an error on Connor Scruggs, the shortstop. And that'll put Colton Esposito at first. And bring Devin Murphy, the second baseman, up to the plate. Throws a fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Now a little rundown going between first and second. Colton Esposito dives back into first. He does make it. One ball, no strikes. One away. That runner's still at first base. Takes a little off that one. Called strike, not handled by the catcher. Could have been a foul tip. Actually, no, that's just a strike and a pass ball. Runner goes down to second base. JockJive Sports, streaming all the ball games here from Lexington, South Carolina. Dixie Youth World Series, AAA majors, and Ozone as well. Off the corner that time. Here comes the 2-1. Changeup with a little movement on it. The called strike, 2-2. And this one off the plate. Much like our initial game here between South Carolina and Florida, big crowds here in Lexington for all the ball games. Inside, and Murphy will draw the base on balls, so runners are now at first and second. First baseman wears number 99. It's Ty Metters with two runners on and one away. His pitch is up and in. .88 degrees here in Lexington at the start of this ball game. Heat index of 90. Ground ball to second base. They'll have to make a tough play out there. And runners now at first, second, and third. Nate Dillon knocked the ball down, had no play. Ball was well to his right. And that will go down as a single. So bases loaded with one away. Here's your pitcher, Trey Cook. First pitch is off the plate. Was that a hit or not? Foul ball, first base side. Make a correction on the previous play. That'll be an error on the second baseman. Second error of the inning for the team from Virginia. Outside. Pitcher Trey Cook looks at it. 2 balls, 1 strike. No score, bottom of the first, but runners on all 3 bases, and this one foul. Little roller down the first base line. Georgia with the bases loaded and just one away. Two-two. This one's inside and low. And now full count with runners on first, second, and third. Pitch off the plate, and he'll walk in a run. Trey Cook with the base on balls and the RBI. And it's Georgia 1-0. Third baseman stands in next is Trevor Booten. And again, bases loaded with one away. Virginia and Logan Gallier has walked in a run. This, a nice strike on the outside half of the plate. Chopper to the mound. He chooses to throw. Run's going to come across. So pitcher to first, and Devin Murphy scores the second run for Georgia. And definitely a play that could have been made, a force play at home plate. Big chopper over to first, safe. And another run's across the plate, and number 5 scores as well, Trey Cook. So Ty Metters and Trey Cook on a chopper to third. It's 4-0 Georgia. So Georgia will send up batter number 8 here in the first inning. This is Reed Morris. First pitch is a ball. Tries to check it, but can't hold it up. It's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gallier. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends a busy inning for the Georgia hitters. 4 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 Virginia errors. 1 complete. It's Georgia 4 and Virginia nothing. Getting ready to go here in the second inning. It's Georgia and Florida. Georgia in the bottom of the first put 4 runs across the plate. They are up 4-0. The initial round here, the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series AAA. Winning team will play tomorrow against the state champion from Florida. That game will be at 8 o'clock on this field. A couple of scores. Of course, we have the Ozone Division as well as the Majors Division going on in this complex. And Ozone score earlier in 5 innings, it was Alabama 18 and Virginia. In the Majors, after just 3 innings in a final ball game, South Carolina 29 and Tennessee nothing. The AAA game between Lexington, the home host, and Tennessee was 7-2, the final in favor of Lexington. And Florida, Mississippi, an Ozone game 10-0, and that game just went 4 innings. We'll continue to give you final scores here. A bunch of teams playing, 36 of them out here in round 1. And some of them will be sent packing tomorrow. Finals are on Thursday for all 3 divisions. Teams from 11 states plus the host city are represented here in this World Series in Lexington. Hard shot through the left side. And the leadoff hitter, Alex Caruso, with a first pitch single. On base for Virginia, first base runner for the team from Appomattox. Now batting the catcher, Landon Owen. On the mound for Georgia is Trey Cook, the lefty. First pitch, a foul off the screen. This one's up high. Cole Garner looked down at first base. Took a look at Alex Caruso off the bag. Swing and a miss. A ball, 2 strikes. One, two. Takes a little off it. Hit hard to third base. Play made at second. So the force play from Trevor Booten over to Devin Murphy. And 1 out for Georgia. Nate Dillon, the second baseman's in. This goes right back to the box. Throw to second base and a nice throw over to first base. And they'll turn the double play 1-6-3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1.5 innings complete. It's Georgia 4. Back here in Lexington, the Dixie Youth Baseball AAA World Series. Georgia leads after an inning and a half, 4-0 as they come to bat here in the bottom of the second. Dixie Youth Baseball fans, you can receive the scores, take a look at the brackets, take a look at each team more with the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series mobile app. You can download that today from Google Play and from the Apple App Store. Just go to Dixie Youth Baseball World Series, dybws.org, for more information. First pitch here, bottom 2, is a ball. Center fielder TJ Wilkerson. Called strike on that last one, a ball, a strike. And this called strike. Logan Gallier misses outside this time. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Leadoff batter for Georgia goes down on strikes. Number 19, Seth Stargell. Galyer's pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. This one off the plate outside, 1-1. Stargell stands in. It's 2-1. There's one away. Laces it to third. One hopper over to first. Tough play made over there by Hunter Garrett, but he pulls it down and gets the bag as well. And 2 up, 2 down for Georgia.
Now batting the left fielder, number 12, C.J. Stevens.
C.J. Stevens up next for Georgia. Stevens, the left fielder for the team from Troup County. And this one fouled down the third base line sharply. Third base umpire had to play dodgeball on that one. Georgia picking up 4 runs in the first. 4 runs on just 2 hits. There were 2 Virginia errors in that inning as well. Galyer's pitch, it's fouled off to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 away, nobody on. Bottom 2, it's Georgia 4 and Virginia nothing. Took some off that one, and it's hit into center field for a base hit. Fielded out there by Matt Vine. And C.J. Stevens with a single. He's over at first base. Preston Presley. Number 7, Presley at the plate. C.J. Stevens down to second base on the pitch. This one a called strike. Presley takes the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner now at second base. And a lazy foul off the right side. One ball, 2 strikes. Logan Gallier. Foul tip just got a piece. Two-strike pitch off the outside corner. 2-2. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. There is 2 away, but a runner out there at second base. Gallier hits the outside corner and rings up Preston Presley for out number 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Gallier. No runs on 1 hit. There were no Virginia errors, and so after 2 complete, it's Georgia 4 and Virginia nothing. Great day for baseball here in Lexington. Sunshine everywhere across all the fields here. I believe we've got action on 6 fields. Second year in a row that Lexington, South Carolina has hosted Dixie Youth Baseball World Series in the categories of Ozone, AAA, and Major. And today, the first day, is a great day to play baseball. First game on this field a while ago, Florida defeated South Carolina. The winner here takes on Florida tomorrow night in the winner's bracket at 8 p.m. And we'll stream all the games from JockJive Sports, JockJive.com. And then you can go back out there on YouTube and watch them again and again.
Now batting for Virginia, the center fielder, number 24, Matt Vine.
Virginia at the plate here as we start play in the top of the third inning. Trey Cook pitching for Georgia. Matt Vine, the center fielder. First pitch is a strike. Next one popped off the first base side. It's a foul ball, and Ty Metter's not quite able to get there. So 2 strikes. Nice pitch. Slow curveball from Trey Cook. Caught looking, and 1 out here in the third.
Now batting number 9, Dylan Hackett.
Matt Vine not expecting the movement on that pitch and goes down looking. Next batter for Virginia, Dylan Hackett. Pitches inside, gets away from the catcher. On the infield for Georgia, Reed Morris moves over to third base. And Preston is in left field. Three balls, no strikes to Dylan Hackett. This one's down low. Man, Hackett picks up the base on ball, so Virginia with a runner at first base. Man, Mannix Wilhoit, the right fielder, is the next batter. Ball in the dirt outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 4-0 Georgia, top of the third. And Trey Cook will get a visit from his coaching staff.
Ladies and gentlemen, receive scores, view brackets, teams, and much more with the DYBWS mobile app. Download it today from the Google Play and Apple Store apps. Go to dybws.org for more information.
So Trey Cook still out there on the mound. 3 up, 3 down in the first inning for him, and he has put his first base runner on. Mannix Wilhoit, 1 ball, 1 strike at the plate. Down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. This one's inside and high. Two pitch, one away, and there it is. Called, third strike. Trey Cook with 2 strikeouts this inning. Brings left fielder Peyton Smith, number 18, to the plate. Man at first, 2 down. Virginia from Appomattox, Virginia. Just missed outside. These teams here in the tournament have all gone through their state tournament and are state champions representing their state and looking to win the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. Pitch is up and away. Peyton Smith with 3 balls and no strikes. And this one's delivered inside, another walk. So he goes Dylan Hackett down to second base. And again, there's 2 outs, but now first and second. Virginia here in the third looking to get on the board. They're down by 4 runs, 4-0. Peyton Garrett is the hit. First pitch, a strike. Swing and a miss. Trey Cook ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Curveball, 1-2. Throws the fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 3, picks up 3 strikeouts in the inning, but also hands them 2 base on balls, no runs, no hits, no errors. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Georgia 4 and Virginia nothing. Here we go at the bottom of the third. Defensive change for Virginia. They'll move Peyton Garrett out to left field. Still on the mound is Logan Gallier. Georgia goes to the top of the order. The right fielder struck out as the leadoff hitter of this ball game. Georgia with a 4-run cushion here, 4-0. Gallier's pitch is a strike. This one, a little movement on it as well. No balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball for strike 3, swinging. And Jesse Swan goes down for the second strikeout of this ball game. Colton Esposito, the shortstop, is up next. And he hits it to third base. Fired across the diamond. Alex Caruso over to Hunter Garrett. Esposito first. At the plate is second baseman Devin Murphy. First pitch in there for the strike. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Georgia. First round AAA World Series here in Lexington, South Carolina. Ball off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss and an outside. 2-2. This one again off the plate. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's nobody on for Georgia. 2 down. Gallier way outside this time, and Devin Murphy picks up the base on balls. He'll go to first base. 2 outs, 1 on. Ty Metters, the first baseman, up next.
Now batting number 99, Ty Metters.
So far, no runs, 1 hit, 2. 3 hits, no errors for Georgia. Devin Murphy runs on that one, stolen base. Metters swung and missed on that one. And Gallier throws this on the wrong side. And all of a sudden, Devin Murphy is down there at third base. So the cleanup hitter, number 99, first baseman Ty Metters at the plate. The count's 1-1, and he's got a man at third base now. This pitch way outside, and runner is going to try to. It's thrown out at the plate. Devin Murphy went. Ball did not get too far away from the catcher. Landon Owen went out there and got it and got back to the plate in time to make the put out. And so in the inning, no runs, no hits, and no errors. We're through 3.5. It's Georgia 4 and Virginia nothing. Who goes to shortstop? And a pitching change for Georgia. Colton Esposito on the mound. Trey Cook, the starter, made it through over at shortstop right now. And one more change defensively. Seth Stargell is out in left field defensively for Georgia. We're here in Lexington, South Carolina. It's the top of the fourth. First round between Georgia and Virginia of the AAA Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. Georgia State champs from Troup County and the Virginia State champions from Appomattox. One and one count to Colin Martin. Batting in the 12th spot, then the top of the order. First time through, all 12 bat. Esposito on the 1 and 2, and he catches the corner, the outside corner for the called third strike. So Virginia, no runs, and they've only managed one hit in this ball game. They've committed 2 errors. And then we start getting late into the ball game here, top of the order. This one inside. Logan Gallier, the starting pitcher and the leadoff hitter. Strike this time looking. 1 and 1. Colton Esposito delivers. It's hit to center field. And the play made out there by TJ Wilkerson. So a fly out to center field for out number 2. And that'll bring the shortstop Connor Scruggs to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. Virginia batting here in the top of the 4th inning. This one is swing and a miss. Connor Scruggs, the shortstop, struck out in the 1st inning. He bats for the 2nd time here in the 4th. This one fouled back. JockJive Sports streaming all the ball games here at the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series, hosted again in Lexington, South Carolina. Virginia still looking to get on the scoreboard. 2 outs. And a little ball rolling down first base. It's grabbed in foul territory. Count remains 1 and 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Virginia. And 2 strikeouts there registered by Colton Esposito. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Georgia 4 and Virginia nothing. So who went to third then for them? Did that pitcher go there? Is that Gallagher 7? Yeah. Yeah. Bottom of the fourth here at Lexington. First round Dixie Youth Baseball World Series AAA. It's Georgia on top of Virginia by a score of 4-0. Virginia makes the pitching change and goes to Alex Caruso. So Caruso moves over to the mound from third base, and the starting pitcher Logan Gallagher will go over to third. Also bringing back Peyton Smith field. Peyton Smith started over there in the last inning. Peyton was the Virginia left fielder. Virginia team from Appomattox. They're the Virginia State champions and looking to be a Dixie Youth Baseball World Series champion. Down 4 runs, though, as we play now in the bottom of the fourth inning. Off hitter for Georgia is Ty Metters. And quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Metters got on board on an error by the second baseman and did come around. That was the third run of a 4-run first inning. Off-speed pitch called, third strike. Looked to be a little bit up and in, but rung up by the umpire. Trey Cook, the starting pitcher for the Troup County, Georgia team, is stepping into bat. First pitch outside. It's played outside. First Georgia batter down on strikes. Trey Cook with a 2-0 count, nobody on board. And this one fouled back. Georgia looking to move on. Winner is Florida. Florida defeated South Carolina in Game 1 on this field. And a nice bunt laid down the third base line. Going to be tough to make a play, and they cannot. Trey Cook lays down a beautiful bunt, picks up a single, and with 1 away, he is on base and took off for second, is there, and being asked to go back. Pitcher on the mound when he took off for second. Booten, the third baseman, number 10, is at the plate. He grounded back to the pitcher his first time at the plate. This one inside, ball 1. Low. And now Trey Cook does go, safe at second base. 2 balls, no strikes to the hitter. 1 out, man at second. Georgia would like to add to the lead in Game 1. South Carolina led from the beginning to the bottom of the 5th inning. South Carolina had a 4-2 lead, and Georgia ends up with a 6-5 victory. Check that, Florida ends up coming back to defeat them. Three balls, no strikes. This one's outside. And Cook goes halfway and then makes his way the rest of the way to third base safely, first and third.
Now batting number 3, Cole Garner.
So Georgia with just one out, and now runners at first and third. Scoring opportunity for Cole Garner, the catcher. Fought off an inside pitch, foul ball. And now the umpire is awarding him first base. And he'll contend that was a hit by pitch, so bases loaded. By pitch ruled on that one. And a Virginia timeout on the here in the fourth inning as they bring the infielders together. Georgia bases loaded now with just one away. Already with a 4-run lead, 4-0. And we're playing here in the fourth inning. And again, download that Dixie Youth Baseball World Series mobile app. You can get it from Google Play or the Apple App Store. You'll be able to see updates, look at the brackets, a lot more. The Dixie Youth Baseball World Series mobile app. Go to dybws.org for more information. And that, of course, is free of charge. Reed Morris swings, and the call at home plate is catcher interference. He'll get first base. A run will score. So Trey Cook crosses home plate with run number 5. And still just one out, bases loaded, only one base hit this inning. Center fielder T.J. Wilkerson. And fouls it down the first base side. Ducks on the pond, bases loaded, one out. 5-0 Georgia. No balls and a strike to the center fielder. Struck out back in the second inning. Way inside. And looking for a ruling here. Was that a foul tip? And indeed it was a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one down the center of the plate, maybe up a little high, but fouled back. So 1-2, 1 away, bases loaded. Georgia with a chance to add to a 5-0 lead. Alex Caruso with the pitch. And this one grounded slowly to first base. Play tried to make it home. And Georgia scores again. So ball bobbled down there by Hunter Garrett. He came home with it, but too late. Run number 6 crosses for Georgia.
Now batting number 19, Seth Stark.
Back to the top of the order, it's right fielder Jesse Swan. And again, bases loaded, just 6-0 now. And Georgia picking up these runs on just one hit. Here comes Caruso way inside over the head of the batter. 2 balls and a strike. Playing here in the bottom of the 4th inning, first round, Dixie Youth Baseball in Lexington, South Carolina. Fouled straight back. More games tonight, all streamed live on the internet. JockJive Sports. Up and away. Make that 3 balls, 2 strikes. Little bouncer to second base. Force play at home, and they do get it this time. Nate Dillon throws it to Landon Owen. And Cole Garner is out at first. Or check that out at home on the force play. Colton Esposito, started off at shortstop and now in relief as a pitcher. And he has batted twice so far this ball game. Got on an error in the first inning and then grounded out to third in the 3rd inning. So 2 outs, 6-0 Georgia. Virginia trying to shut them down here in the 4th. Colton Esposito batting in the number 2 slot. And this one is chopped to short. Gets away from the shortstop, and Georgia will score again. Reed Morris crosses the plate. That'll be an error on the shortstop. And Virginia's 3rd error of today's ball game. Colton Esposito at first. Jesse Swan moves over to second. And TJ Wilkerson at third. So, again, bases loaded. And 2 outs. Devin Murphy, the second baseman. Grounder to third, it rolls foul. Devin Murphy, 2 plate appearances, no official at bats. Base on balls in the 1st and a base on balls again in the 3rd. This one's outside. 3 runs across for Georgia here as we play in the bottom of the 4th inning. That balloons the lead up to 7-0. Ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 1 strike, rather. This one hit to center field, base hit. And 2 more runs are going to score here for Georgia. So that's a single, 2 RBIs. And number 99, Tyler Metters, will be batter number 10 this inning. 2 outs, runners at second and third, 9-0. in favor of Troup County, Georgia. One ball, one strike. And this one's hit to right field. It's a home run. And the Georgia team will meet Mr. Ty Metters at home plate. That'll be a two-run homer. And that officially ends this ball game. Make that a three-run home run by Ty Metters to right field, and that thing kept sailing. No play to be made out there. Final score is Georgia 12 and Virginia nothing. So here in the fourth, Georgia with 8 runs on just 3 hits. And an error for Virginia in the final score here, and we'll stop it after 4 because of the 10-run lead. Final score will be Georgia 12 and Virginia nothing. Virginia will move on to play tomorrow in an elimination game at 5:45 against the South Carolina State champions. And Georgia will move on to play at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. And they will play the winner of the Texas-Mississippi game, which is ongoing right now. And again, congratulations to Ty Metters for the big home run that puts this game on ice for Georgia. Once again, final score from JockJive Sports is Georgia 12 and Virginia nothing. It just happened. Yeah, they're still chasing it down out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know where this is going to, but they just hit one here to finish up again. I see Tommy's got
Presenting the home run ball to Ty Metters, Deputy Commissioner of Dixie Youth Baseball, Tommy Henry.
said your other one is at Carolina?
Yeah, Tyler. He's a
One of these.
he's not he plays well. He plays tennis.
Yeah.
And he practices with their men's team,
Yeah.
and as a kind of hitting partner, that type of thing. But he's finishing up his senior year, and he'll start ball school
Oh, good.
next
Yeah.
year. So next month.
I have a son down there too. He's moving in now right now as I speak
Oh, really?
to his new apartment. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the apartments being built everywhere down there. But
Yeah, it's
this
crazy.
place is right there between the two arenas. It's that
Oh,
new place going up there.
the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
But it's ready apparently because he's moving in.
Okay, so this is Alabama, North Carolina.
Is this the? I've got.
Alabama, Arkansas, right? That's the game?
I got North Carolina. Yeah.
Huh?
This is field 11. Let's see. Whoa. That's majors. Ozone. Where's my other sheet? Yeah, here it is. Here. This is what we've got here. North Carolina, Alabama. You got Arkansas against Louisiana on field 9,
Field 9.
which is
Back then.
back that way.
I don't look at it. So I need North